Are we recording? Are we good on time? Other people are streaming? Okay. Good. Ladies and gentlemen of the... I gotta stop smacking my desk. I keep smacking my desk. I'm going to eventually break it. That is a fact of life. Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, I welcome you back to Ryman's Bizarre Adventures in Katawa Shoujo. The last time we were here, we went through a very interesting art session with Rin. I want to say I'm starting to understand, but I don't. The more that I don't, I do. But the more that I do, I don't. Yes, that makes sense when you don't think about it. Right. I wake up all sweaty. As if I had run a half marathon in my sleep. Dude, how do you know you just weren't astral projecting yourself? Did I say that right? I probably didn't. And you were just running amok. Odd. I don't recall sleeping badly. It sends a little pang of worry through me. I wouldn't want to have my heart acting up without being able to notice it. Well, I'll tell you what, man. If you have a heart attack in your sleep, then you get off easy. That was one of the dumbest things I've ever fucking said in my life. We're going to move on from that. Still, apart from this odd exhaustion right after waking up, I'm feeling just fine. My mouth is like sandpaper, and I have nothing to drink. So I have to go all the way to the bathroom to take my meds. Boo-hoo. On impulse, I decided to take a shower while I'm at it. Then good, man. You just take your pills while you're in the shower. Just look upwards into the water and open your mouth and stand there like a fucking turkey in a rainstorm. While I'm in the shower, I make up my mind that this counts as morning exercise. Even I am not that lazy. When I got up this morning, I went jogging. Hisao, when you are at the point where I am more active than you, heart condition or no heart condition, it's not an excuse. I'm a fat bastard, and I'm out there pushing my ass. Jog in place in the shower, goddammit. You ever done that? I don't suggest doing that. I will slip and fall. And then Kenji's gonna have to walk in and be like, oh my god, the conspiracy of feminists. Obviously, I wouldn't want to risk possible complications by going running now. Besides, I mean, we'll never know. And I think she's given up on me in any case. Walking could be nice, anyway. You know, just to get to know the area. There's a big forest in the hills behind the school. Or I could go down to the convenience store. While still dabbing the moisture off my skin, I set out to Alright, this has got to go on pause for a second. Hisao, most, not saying all, most of us normal people, and I'm throwing the air quotations out up there, just simply say drying off. While I'm drying off. Or wiping myself with a towel. I don't think at any point in my life I've ever used the combination of the words in this order, dabbing the moisture off my skin, to convey the meaning of drying my ass off. Who wrote this, man? Who wrote my boy? Who wrote my boy? I set out to find my uniform. I quickly button up my shirt and pull on my pants before going outside. Normally during this time of the year, I'd be eagerly awaiting summer vacation. Having only been at school for a little over a week, I don't really have that kind of feeling. I'm still savoring the school life and considering the sharp and awkward turn my life has taken. I haven't had time to become preoccupied with getting free of it. Besides, once vacation hits, it'll be a nice surprise for me if I'm not expecting it, especially at the end of term exams looming ahead. At least I don't have any catching up to do with my studies. My diligence has finally paid off. I push myself past the boys, gather in the doorway, and flop into my seat. From the corner of my eye, I can see Shizune and Misha pause their unavoidably animated conversation. And turn simultaneously in my direction. They clearly want something from me. I can tell from the way Shizune smiles. It's too obnoxiously bright to be sincere and too calculated to be spontaneous. We nailed those words. You know, I actually, I'm looking around. Do I have anything to drink? And no, not my tea. I'm talking about something heavier. When was the last time I did Isha's voice? Had to have been, yeah, around about 4 months. 4 months without the waha. Alright, I gotta get myself in tune with the Misha. Let's start this from the bottom and work our way up. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good. God, what's good morning. What's up, Roxanne? Her greeting is made of 100% cheer and bursting energy. Morning. I failed to put either of those into my response. You don't look very energetic. No wonder. I don't feel very energetic either. I think I didn't sleep well, but I'm not sure. She slaps me in the back and grins. Misha, I've knocked people out for far less. Don't ask around. You don't want the answers. Cheer up a bit. It's a great day. I catch Shizune's eyes. She has a strange, focused expression on her face, but she furrows her brow a little at direct eye contact and looks away. For a moment, I think that Shizune caught a glimpse of my worries, somehow, and is pondering how to respond. But then she quickly straightens her glasses, and with them, her expression. Ellipses. Anyway, we were wondering if you're still interested in that student council position. Because we're going to make an offer that you can't decline. Is there a sniper aimed directly at my head? What? Take the needle off the record, bitch. I wasn't really interested in the first place. You're putting words in my mouth. Ellipses. Not as much, but wouldn't it be nice to hang out with us every day while also being useful to your school? Well, to tell you the truth, I'd rather swallow a string of barbed wire, force it down my throat till it comes out my ass, and then Fortnite floss with it! I kind of joined a club, so it'd actually be sort of hard for me to join the council, too. Even if I wanted to, which I don't. As I said. Ellipses. Is that so? Which club is it, Roshan? The art club. Oh no, the face. Oh god. Oh. Ellipses. Shizune's eyes glint in a sinister way as she scowls at me. With the way she looks, I'll be expecting the art club to lose its funding before lunch break, or the art teacher to mysteriously disappear from the face of the earth. Oh, God. Whew! Before she manages to comment, the teacher finally enters the classroom, getting Shizune and Misha off my back, and sending everyone rummaging in their bags for books and pens. I did join the art club, but the first meeting didn't really boost my confidence. I'm not really sure what I'm doing it for. I wish I could draw like Ren, but I don't know what I would do if I could. You know, to what end would I use such a skill? I don't really know. I don't know. Commissions on DeviantArt? You could develop some kind of weird style, trying to make an honest go of it, until eventually you realize you're not making money from it, and then the next thing you know, you're taking commissions to draw hentai. And you try to convince yourself it is an art form as much as you can, but at the end of the day, you're drawing porn. But who knows? Maybe you'll draw enough porn, and you draw the porn so good you attract the attention of some form of indie gaming group, indie developers, and they ask you to draw some artwork for a visual novel of theirs. And next thing you know, you're drawing disabled girls in a high school. I'm not gonna. No way am I implying that the artists who did this game used to do porn. But you know what? If they did, there's no shame in it. There's no shame in having some kind of career in porn and moving on to something great. Look at Dan Green. Oh God! Oh God! I don't know why. The whole like loose leaf paper, nothing but loose leaf paper sliding over onto my screen. It gave me a brief Doki Doki flashback. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Ignoring the teacher's sleep-inducing voice, I opened my textbook to an empty page and pressed the needle's sharp graphite tip of the pencil onto it. So much vivid, deep description of writing notes. What to draw? Okay, now my boy Hisao has basically gone the same route I did, and the same route that a whole bunch of you guys, I'm sure of it, went. Mindlessly drawing doodles. Jared is drawing a doodle right now as we speak. Don't deny it, Tuba. You know you are. I can't really think of anything good to draw. As I hesitate to raise my hand, a meek black mark left on the previously blank paper seems aggravating. I can't even seem to get the starting line, let alone get started. It's almost a physical feeling of being held back. Annoyingly, it reminds me of my failed attempt at jogging with Emmy. I look out the window in desperation. Right then, a small bird takes flight from one of the cherry trees that grows everywhere on the school grounds. I can't really see it clearly. It's not like I could tell one tiny bird from another. But I pick it as my subject anyway. Conjuring up the image of a bird in my mind's eye, I turn to gaze back to the notebook and deliberately draw a thick line across the paper to get started. It seems to be mocking me, and I can't follow up right away. Still, it's a start. Getting started is good. What the fuck? I slowly sketched the picture on the notebook page, the image of my brain becoming clear as the drawing takes shape. Oh, I could go places where how this is looking, but it's really nothing. Just nameless nothing bird on paper. Well, that's not important. My hesitation fades in the background along with the teacher's voice as I continue my struggle. The feathers form a simple pattern in my mind, but on paper, it's a mess of too many rough lines despite my best efforts. I realize I don't really know what bird's wings should look like, even if I try to think about it. I even put the pencil down and closed my eyes for a moment, trying to trace the shape of a wing in my mind. Being this serious about all of a sudden makes me a little frustrated. Our class in the middle of school was easy class in between exhausting subjects like math or Japanese, but there's this other side to art, the one that you see when you don't just fool around. It's almost like a completely different thing. Motherfucker, I fucking knew it. Hushan? You two have this unhealthy obsession with me. Have you thought about counseling? I look up to see two girls staring back at me. Misha and Shizune have carried their chairs to my desk and are now standing by my sides looking at my drawing. How long have you two been there? I think you need more practice. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go because you're a 2D. You're a two-dimensional character in a fake game on my computer screen. I'm gonna let it the fuck go. Shizune draws a few sharp signs in the air between herself and Misha. She agrees. Rin said the exact same thing yesterday. But why did it sound less condescending? You shouldn't judge me before I'm finished. This is my personal art style. Besides, don't you know it's bad luck to see an unfinished piece of work? Misha cracks in exuberant laughter. Nani? Don't be silly. There's no way that could be true. Whatever. Shizune's eyebrows furrow dangerously, and the movements of her hands become abrupt, like the slashing of a knife. Ellipses. You should learn to take constructive criticism better, and you should learn to respect my personal bubble. My bubble has a radius of 30 feet. Anyone within that bubble is my enemy for the day. I would if you'd actually offer some. I know I'm getting too defensive and that Shizune is taking advantage of it, but I can't help it. What are you two doing here anyway? Ellipses. Misha wags her finger admonishingly at my nose. Tis, Rasheen. Were you not listening to the teacher at all? Why the fuck do you care? Ellipses. We have a group assignment now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's things are starting to make sense. I nod bleakly and let them take the lead. So, what do you think of the lesson for today? Not much of anything. I didn't listen to a word of it. Misha slaps her forehead and shakes her head theatrically. What are we gonna do with you, Rasheen? Luckily, Shizune and Misha together are more effective than 3 or 4 normal people. So I can mostly slack on the assignment. I try my best to offer at least some assistance, but I end up being mostly useless. Mostly. The teacher keeps us in class 5 minutes past the lunch bells, but eventually lets us off the hook. I quickly stuff my books in my bag while Shizune and Misha carry their chairs back to their own seats. The failure of bird drawing ends up crumpled and stuffed in my pocket as I hurry outside. I just burn it, or eat it, or both. Ooh, it's the end of a chapter. Maybe I can go 5 more or so minutes in my mind's timekeeping thing. That was also the dumbest thing I've ever just said in my life. After that morning class and throughout the week, I keep bumping into Rin. Hello. Hello. You have no arms. This is somewhat natural, as our classrooms are adjacent, but rather than just cross paths in the hallway like people regularly do, we seem to pause at the sight of each other. Okay. We invariably end up talking a little bit, or just silently hanging out together. Comfortable silence, I can dig that. I think I'm getting used to being quiet in Rin's company. It doesn't feel as awkward. Anymore. I am, by nature, somewhat introverted like her. So we fit together well. You throw a bunch of introverts into a room together, not a fucking word will be said, and it will be magical. They will become best friends. They don't know it, but they just became best friends. Because they don't bother one another, they respect each other's privacy. And it's beautiful. I had this one friend from elementary school. He never said a fucking word to me. It was awesome. We still never talk. I think it's actually an anomaly for someone in the school to be so quiet. Most people here seem to love socializing. It's something that I've noticed already, even though I haven't been here very long. People here talk a lot, and they talk all the goddamn time. It's a rare case when I see someone sitting alone, just spacing out or whatever. Obviously, there are people like that here too. That Hanako girl and myself. Just a name, too, from my own class. You know what? Yeah, that Hanako girl. She seems like something, you know? She seems like also a very lovely introvert. Maybe we should look into that one, Hisao. But overall, they are a minority. At any rate, I wouldn't exactly call what Ren and I do socializing either, but it's something at least. These occurrences themselves don't bother me, but the fact that they happen at all does. I'd hesitate to say that we're drawn together by something. If this was that show Drawn Together, we could fucking roll credits now. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh god, does anyone else remember Drawn Together? Am I one of the few people that actually found some joy from watching that stupid show? I'm pretty sure even though the creators, producers, and the whole team behind that show will probably look at me and say, "You actually enjoyed that shit? What the fuck's wrong with you?" But we certainly act as if we were. However, this sense of budding friendship is completely wrecked every time Rin opens her mouth. I legit have nothing. I don't have a comment. I don't have a retort. I don't have a comeback. Yeah, I consider myself a normal person. I might have some thoughts and ideas that some people would consider off. But still wasn't ready for the spontaneous "can I listen to your heartbeat" question. You know, as an introvert, I've been asked many questions of all caliber. Usually I have a response for all of them. I've been asked some same questions over and over again. I've even thought of some random questions of my own to think of a response for, most of which have never been asked, but I still try to mentally prepare myself for that. I think it's fair to say, as odd as it might sound, can I listen to your heartbeat with the most deadpan, nonchalant, not being sarcastic, not jokingly, completely sincere and serious? I don't, and I can't. I should probably get out of here. I have financial meetings, and I didn't need that weighing on my soul. So, Rin, girl, I mean, it's nice that you asked. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. Folks, if you enjoyed this in any way, shape, or form, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel to see more. Check out the Discord and the Facebook. Check out all that goodness shit from the Ryman Empire. Become an official member of the Ryman Empire today. And I'll see you next time on the bizarre adventures of Katawa Shoujo. My God, have you ever been asked a question so far from left field and just out there that it leaves even your stand fucking puzzled? Because that's what happened right now. Sound of Silence is in the corner. It's like, do I go active and have everyone kill themselves? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh God, what do I do?